What's good, y'all? It's your boy LYVE1OH Beats for you.
What's good? It's your boy Prod by Lost.
And we the Underdogs. Yeah, I've been doing music for like 20 years, probably 21 years, but I've been making beats for like probably 13, 14 years. You know what I mean? I used to rap and all that. Well, my man Chase, my partner Jig, his brother taught me how to do it, and then my man Big House showed me how to do, you know, the little extra parts when everything went to Fruity Loops and all that. So I learned from hardware and I went to software, and I just started doing it more. And when I got hurt, I was in the crib because I got shot. So I was in the crib. I wasn't really doing nothing. So I'm like, I want to start making beats. So I just started learning how to make beats. I used to always mess around at my man crib, so I knew how to do it. So I got my first beat machine. I started making beats, started going from there, and then it just took off, you know. My partner passed away. I lost the will to rap, so I just wanted to do something different. I'm like, yo, if I'm making beats, I could still be in the game. I could still be relevant. It don't matter. Ain't no age limit on production, you know what I mean? So I felt like that was the next thing for me to stay in the game or whatever. So I started doing that. And then, you know what I mean, fast forward years later, I run into my boy Los, you know what I mean? And the way we met is crazy because things like that don't really happen. Like, I'm on the train, I met him and his girl or whatever, and they was asking me directions, so I told them directions. And when I told him directions, I was leaving, and I found this out later. He told me that his girl said, yo, you need to ask him something. You need to ask him, do he do music? Do he mess around? Do he do music? Because he looked like he do music. And he called me, he said, yo, bro. I said, what's good? He's like, yo, man, you do music by any chance? I said, yeah, I do music. I got a studio and all that. Like, what's good? He said, yeah, I do production and engineering. I'm like, word? I've been looking for an engineer forever, you know what I mean? And it went from that day, he came over, like maybe a couple days later he came through. We kept in contact on the phone. He came through and he ain't never leave since. That's my guy right here. That's my little brother, but that's my big man, you know what I'm saying? And we've been rocking out ever since. Doing music with him changed everything for me because like he got the young perspective of it. So he keep me sharp. And I never used to do beats with people. Like if we a crew, we do beats. You do your beats, I do my beats. But I love doing beats with him. He made me believe that two people can work, you know what I mean, together with no problems doing music, you know what I mean? And just my guy, yo. He taught me so much. Just love him, man. You know what I'm saying?
I started messing with music, like playing the guitar and the piano when I was around 10. I actually started playing the piano because it had took me off my mind. When I was 10 years old, both of my parents passed away a week apart. And it was just very, very hard on me. I couldn't think, I couldn't grasp reality, I couldn't do anything. But when I sat in front of a piano, when I could play and be creative and let everything I have in my heart go onto keyboard, it felt like I was in reality moving, you know? But that soon came up with high school when I started playing the guitar. I just started strumming, boom. I was like, all right, and I can make melodies. So I would just love making little songs on the side, going to the hallway with a guitar, making a song or whatever, you know, singing, all that. I met my boy Jorge in the lunchroom, and me and Jorge were talking. Let's kick it. Like, you make beats, you know, you make melodies. I make beats. I was like, word. All right, bet. I would go to his house every day, almost every day, play guitar with him. He would record it, put it on the beat, and we would just make a beat, you know, constantly, just all day after school. I would even fucking miss homework. Yeah. And then fast forward, he started teaching me how to use a software called Ableton. And then I just, like, sitting in front of Ableton, I guess it just made sense to me, like, the way Ableton just is. It just, like, parted with my mind, so I was like, boom. Then I started making beats and my own music, and, you know, coping with the loss of my parents, you know, and growing up without a mother or father. You know, music really guided me and saved my life.
Like, with us, what we try to do, we try to give people their own sound. Like when we make music together, and we just coincide with each other real good. Like I'm good with percussions and stuff like that. He good with everything, and he make all the melodies. He do all the 808s. Everything be in the house. Like, you know what I mean? We just gel good together. You know what I mean? It's an age gap, but it's not an age gap because we think on the same. You know, we on the same plane when it comes to thinking. When it comes to music, we both love music. And it's something we're gonna continue to do. We try and take it to the next level, you know what I'm saying? And we got an artist that we work with. His name is Flo Dayweather.
Mob.
You know what I'm saying? He repping the mob, Tsunami family, you know what I'm saying? Tsunami Mafia. He repping the gang, those are the guys. But that's who we working with, and he got a project, his music coming out dope, produced by me and him. We did all the music, and you know what I mean? We just going hard this year, man. We feel like, I always say this year my year, but I feel like 2021 is gonna be me and Lo shit. Like, you know, underdogs, me, Los, and Flo. We gonna prove everybody wrong. All the people that doubted us. All the people who thought we wasn't lit like that. You know what I mean? But when niggas come here, they be like, oh shit, like, they ain't know that we getting busy like that. And everybody he record fall in love with him. You know what I mean? And they love his beats. And they love his engineering, like, cause he's a people's engineer. Like, I'm gonna say that he's a people engineer because it ain't nothing too much for him. If you paying to come, if he working with you, or if you paying for session time, your shit gonna sound like it's supposed to sound, and he ain't gonna stop to a sound like that. You know what I mean?
I could say the same thing for my boy Live right here. I've seen him work with people and like get the beat they want, the tempo, you know, like one thing with music is the BPM is important, you know, because that's like the swing, the heartbeat, you know, plus the drums of course, but he could get both of those things in an instant, and that just makes like life better for anyone, especially if, you know, doing any type of track, the drums is where it's at, and that's where he's great at. Yeah.
Yeah, cool, man. My man Los play the guitar, play the piano. You know what I mean? I play the drums. Like, it just, you know what I mean? Just a good match. You know what I'm saying? It's a good match.
And for real, for anyone wanting to do music, if you put your mind to it, if you put your mind in anything, not just music, you know what I mean? If you put your mind in anything, you could get wherever you want to be with your own word. If you say I am and I am great, you will become great and you will be great.
That's facts. This is the only thing I never gave up on. Like, I gave up on everything I used to do. Like, I could have made it in basketball, I quit. I just, all the shit I could have did, and then I never quit music once I learned it. That's how I know it's special to me. And my best friend that taught me how to do it, rest in peace, Jig, that's why I still do this shit. Like, if I was just rapping, I probably would have gave up. You know what I mean? But this was this is a way for me to stay, you know what I mean, in the mix. Like, I'm still relevant. Like, once you say you make beats, you get people attention off the rip anyway. Because you could never have enough beats. So I feel like as long as my ear's to the street and I know what the sound is like and I know what to still do, I'm gonna keep doing that. And I do it for him. They ain't waste their time teaching me all this shit for nothing. You know what I mean? So that's why I try to go hard with it. But this is my new inspiration. Like, he the reason why I really be rocking out, because he make me get up and want to make beats and shit like that again. And it's kind of hard just being by yourself all the time.
You gotta call your friends. Call your friends all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, pull up, make some beats, or yo, make me a melody, yo.
Yeah.
You feel me? If it's something different, if your group of friends are doing photography, yo, capture mad image and merge them. You feel me? Like,
man, just everything, like, the way we do shit now, it make the job easier too, cause like, we got beats that he did on his own, I did on my own, but the shit we got together, we make it like that, and cause we already know what we gonna do. Once I hear what he got, I already know what already know what drum pattern to make. You know what I'm saying? And just go from there. But I call him all the time. Yo, send me some melodies. Like, I'm in the grind again. I'm in that mode. I'm in beast mode again. So we've been working. Flow shit is dope. It's coming out real dope. We about to drop this shit soon. But everything we did for him is fire. And like, when you hear Flow, you gonna be like, damn, my nigga got some shit. So we just working, man. That's what it is. Got anything else to say, Los?
A shout out to my boy Jorge. Ayo Eli, what the fuck? Yeah, Don Quan, Saya, Flo, all of them people, all my people.
Yeah, shout out my boy Flo, LYVE, my boy Bobby. You know what I mean? Shout out to Don. Shout out everybody that believed in the Underdogs, you know what I'm saying? Because we starting to get attention now, you know what I mean? So that's a good thing. Shout out to everybody that believed in us, and you know what I mean? That's about it. Oh, and shout out to my boy Jig, man. He the reason why I do this shit, so shout out to him. Rest in peace, Jig. Shout out to House and Chase. Instagram is LYVE1OH, like, you know what I mean? Live with a Y, number 1 OH. My Twitter, the same thing. Everything is LYVE1OH.
Catch me on Instagram, prod_by_lost. That's it. Twitter, same thing. But yeah.
We're taking over 2021. Just watch. We working. Y'all gonna see.